Hi, welcome once again to this channel. And in today's discussion, we'll be talking about trading a channel. So today's discussion is a continuation from our previous discussion, which we talked about the trend lines, drawing the trend line. So if you know how to draw the trend line, you shouldn't have a problem trading a channel. You shouldn't have a problem trading a channel. So if you haven't seen the video on how to draw a trend line, how to use a trend line, you can go to my channel. You see, it is the previous video before this. So now we'll go ahead with trading the channel. So basically, a channel is an improvement from trend line. As I said before, it's an improvement. It's one of the tools that traders use. It's a tool you use in technical analysis, which it tells you a good time to buy and sell. So basically, a channel is drawing a trend line, drawing two trend lines which are parallel to each other. Remember, price moves diagonally. Price moves diagonally, as we talked about in our previous discussion on trend line. So in the course of that movement, it moves. So why don't you draw a channel like this? So this can serve as your resistance and this as your support. So it's that simple. You draw a channel, which once you identify that price is now going in a channel, you draw it, you draw the channel, and then price, and then this upper trend line serves as a resistance, and then the one below serves as your support, and then you sell at your resistance, you buy at your support, and price bounces through the channel. Price bounces to the channel. So we're going to go practical. I'll show it to you practically. So basically, that is a channel drawing two trend lines. In an uptrend, you draw the trend line going upward. In a downtrend, you draw it going downwards. And so basically, that's it. It serves as support and resistance. The top serves as the resistance, and then below serves as the support. So basically, and they have to be parallel to each other. Always remember that. You have to know how to draw your channel correctly. Not force it to fit into what you want. Let it be as it is in the market. Remember that. Do not force it to bend towards your analysis. If it doesn't match, if it's not the channel, you let it go. Let it go and look for another analysis. So the channel, the trend line in the channel, the trend line has to be parallel to each other. So we have two types, as I said, downtrend, uptrend. So we have in an uptrend, we have an ascending channel, and in a downtrend, we have a descending channel. Remember what I said earlier in my previous videos, that the trend is your friend. Always try to flow with the tide. Go with the trend. If you see an uptrend, if you see an ascending channel, do not look for opportunities to sell. Rather, wait for it to come to the lower trend line and buy. It's always good to flow with the tide. I'll show you the example when we get to the live, when we get to an illustration of an ascending channel. So how do you draw an ascending channel? The same way I taught you how to draw the trend line. Once you spot the higher lows, and then the upper and the higher highs, you just connect them. You connect the two lows, you join them up, and as well as the higher highs, you draw your trend lines on them, and you have yourself a channel. So make sure the touch 2 or 3 touches confirms the channel. So, and in an ascending channel, as I said, the trend is your friend. It's ascending. It's an uptrend. Look for opportunities to buy. Do not try and fight it, and do not try and sell. It's better to be on the safe side. Flow with the tide. So this is an example of what on gold. This is a live. I took this screenshot some 15 minutes ago. So this is what gold is doing right now on the 1 hour time frame. You can see this is our upper trend line because of these three highs. So we join them up together. We have our upper trend line, and then on this low, we have this low, we have this higher low, we have this higher low, and we have this higher low. So what do? We draw a lower trend line to connect them all. So As you can see, it's ascending. It's basic English. It's an uptrend. It's going up. So you draw those two trend lines, and then you have this channel. So gold at the moment is in a channel. So how do you trade it? Remember, I said when it's in an uptrend, do not fight it. Do not try and, for this instance, do not sell. Rather, look for opportunities to buy. So here, this was, some people would have sold this, but I would advise you rather look for opportunities to buy. For example, you should have bought here and you'll be very, very safe. You buy here and price goes all the way up. You could have TP at the next touch of the trend line. The same thing happens here. Price touched the lower trend line and is on its way up. So you can TP at the next touch of the upper trend line. But then there are times where price breaks through the channel. So the same way we trade break, remember in my previous video I talked about the break of the trend line. The same way, if it breaks a channel, wait for a retest and shoot. So basically that is an ascending channel. You can run through your charts on your own, look for other examples to practice on your own until you know, you're sure you understand it very well. Remember, do not force the market into what you want to see. If it doesn't fit in, you let it go. So secondly, we have a descending channel. So the same way we have an ascending channel, but in this case, in a downtrend. Now you draw, you spot a lower high and a lower low. Now you connect them. You connect the lower highs. You connect them, and then you go below with a trend line, and you go below. You connect the lower lows. You draw with a trend line, and then once you've drawn this channel, look for opportunity to sell. Remember, it's a downtrend, it's a descending channel. Look for opportunity to sell. Do not try and fight the market. Do not try and try to buy in this instance. Always, except if you see a scenario where the channel has been broken and then it retests that trend line, and then you can go. So let's see an example of what a descending channel looks like. Great. So I took this screenshots up from Canadian dollar against Japanese yen. So the first high was created, and then you have lower highs. You can see a lower high, lower high. So you draw your trend line to connect these three lower highs. So once you have that, that is your upper bound, your upper trend line, and you go below and connect the lower lows. You can see this low is lower than this low. This low is lower than this low. So you connect them and you have yourself a channel. So there's a proper channel on the Canadian dollar against Japanese yen at the moment. So what do? Remember, I said in a descending channel, look for opportunities to sell. So when price touched here, you could have sold and you would have made some good profit and exit at the next touch. Now price went all the way up again and touched some few hours ago, giving people an opportunity to go short, to sell and aim for the next touch on the lower trend line. So guys, basically that's it. That's how to trade a channel. Remember, even if it breaks out, the same thing, the same way we trade resistance and support. Remember, this upper band, the upper trend line, the lower trend line also serves as resistance and your support. So you can trade them the same way. If they break and they retest, you can trade them the same thing with the trend line. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you got value for this. I hope you're staying safe. Take care of yourself. We'll continue some other time where we'll discuss some more trade hints and some more market analysis. Thank you. God bless.